guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the day, you guys. I mentioned it in my other vlogs that I am getting my Nexplanon removed. It's something that I should have done a long time ago. All I can say is that this birth control is definitely not for me. And the crazy thing is, like, I can't believe that I lasted 2 years with this thing in my arm. And I think you're supposed to get it removed every 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I was actually gonna wait until the 3 years were up so I could just remove it, but I was like, you know what, no, I need to remove it now. I just felt like I needed to take a break from birth controls. Birth controls are just like too much. Like, we already have our own hormones to deal with, and adding extra hormones on top of that is just beyond me. So the first few months of me having the Nexplanon, I didn't really feel a difference. So yeah, so I just thought like, oh cool, like this birth control is fine. But I started to notice like a change, I want to say maybe like almost a year in. So then at that point I thought, well, maybe it's temporary, it'll kind of like wear off. And I just kept putting it off because I just thought like that it was just going to be like that for like a couple weeks, maybe a month or so, and that I would be back to normal. But it only got worse. It just really like messed me up mentally. And I know I've talked about it before in one of my vlogs where I told you guys how I just been feeling like super down, and sometimes I would just feel like I would want to cry for no reason. So I obviously talked to a doctor about it and I got prescribed some medication, but then the medication that was prescribed to me was like too much for me. It made me feel nauseous, it made me feel sleepy, and I just felt like there was too much going on and I didn't want to have to deal with taking medication. And then it just like became way too much. So I got off the medication that I was prescribed, and then I also get a lot of headaches, migraines, and I've also gotten a lot of UTIs. And at first I didn't think a UTI had anything to do with my birth control, but when I googled other people's reviews and experiences with the Nexplanon, there was actually a lot of people saying that they had the same issues that I am currently having. So it just kind of like confirmed it for me that it is the Nexplanon. So I decided to finally get it removed and just get myself back to normal, meaning I'm not going to use any other birth control for right now. I'm probably going to take like a month off of birth control because I just really want my body to just breathe and be itself again, and I just want to feel normal again, you know? Birth control just messes us up and I just want to get back to normal. And while I'm off of birth control, I'm going to do my research and figure out which non-hormonal birth control is right for me. But till then, I'm going to be birth control free. But anyways, I wanted to record this day because I know that a lot of you might be wanting to look for birth control and might want opinions about it, or just curious to know about the birth control. Or maybe you're like me who's going through this and are wondering if you're the only one. Well, no, you're not. This birth control has a lot of bad reviews, which I never looked up before I got it because I just thought it's birth control, whatever, it is what it is. There's gonna be some kind of like side effect. But like I said, once I had it for over a year, that's when it started to kind of hit me. You know, it wasn't like instantly for me, like they put it in the next day I was like, rah! No. It doesn't work that way. I don't think it does. At least that's not how it worked for me. Anyways, I am here in the parking garage. It is currently 2:27. My appointment is at 3 o'clock. So yeah, so I'm a little nervous because, you know, I'm getting it removed. I'm getting it sliced out of my arm. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not trying to scare you. I mean, they're gonna make like a little incision. It's nothing crazy. When they actually put it in my arm, I didn't even feel any sort of pain at all. But everyone's pain tolerance is different, and every doctor is different, every nurse is different, so everyone may do it differently. But the way that it was inserted in my arm, the nurse had injected my arm to numb it, which it literally felt like a pinch. It didn't even like hurt whatsoever. And then obviously after that, it was numb, so I didn't feel a thing. But I do bruise easily, so it looked very, very painful. So expect my arm to be bruised because I am going to keep recording these next few days so you guys can see what it looks like in a couple days and how bruised it gets. So yeah, so I do want to kind of like record like this whole process, and I do want to try and record in there when she's actually removing it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't know to ask her or if I should just be sneaky. I think I should just be sneaky, because I feel like if you ask and then they say no, then you can't be sneaky, because if you then try to be sneaky after they already told you no, that's like worse, right? I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm scared to ask though. Or maybe I should ask, huh? So that I can like record it really good. But then wouldn't that be too much for you guys to see? I don't know, I'll figure it out. If not, I'll just like record from like a distance so you guys can just see her actually doing something to my arm. Hopefully I can get some good footage for you guys. And I also want any of you who do have the Nexplanon or have had the Nexplanon to comment down below and let us all know your experience, because I know whoever comes across this video might want to hear more opinions or more experiences from other people. So go ahead and comment down below your Nexplanon experience, if you ever had one and what you went through, or if you have one or had one and never had any type of crazy symptom, because I just want whoever watches this video to get as much information as possible. And obviously this is my video, this is my story, my experience. So if you guys have an experience and you guys want to share it as well, please comment down below so that anyone who is actually looking into getting this Nexplanon can change their mind, in my opinion, because I feel like this is the devil. But like I said, it's my experience. I think there was like one person that actually told me, I think it was my cousin. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember that somebody did. It was just one person out of so many people who messaged me that actually told me they've never had anything, like they were just like normal. So like I said, everybody is different. So just because it wasn't a great experience for me doesn't mean it's going to be a bad experience for you. But I do recommend you researching these birth controls and trying to figure out which one is best for you, because that's something that I did not do and I suffered the consequences. Anywho, guys, it's 2:33. I'm gonna go ahead and check in. So let's go ahead and go to my appointment, and hopefully I can record for you guys. Let's go, guys.
A few moments later.
Warning, this video contains graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
So I just made a little incision there after draining it, and then you can kind of pop it out. You shouldn't feel anything at this point. It's just a little, you get a little bit of encapsulation around it. Encapsulation out. Voila, done.
Wow.
Out.
That was
yes.
fast.
And yours was placed very well, nice and shallow.
Good.
So I'll put a little, you can see the little spot. It's teeny tiny right there. I'll just put a little steri strip over that so it can kind of help close the little spot. But it's just a little bitty. Leave this on until it starts to get loose on its own. In 2 or 3 days. I'll put a wrap around it. The wrap and the bandage can come off tonight. The only thing you want to leave on is this guy. Okay?
So this is what it looks like now. Okay guys, so I did it. I got it removed. And I'm so glad that I asked because there was no possible way for me to like sneakily record, because I would have to be like in her face with my phone like this. So I was so nervous to ask, but I did. I'm glad that I did because I got a good clip for you guys. She did only allow me to record like towards the end once she was like about to remove the Nexplanon. So I was like, yes, that is fine. And I just looked at the clip and it looks so crazy. And after seeing that clip, I need to work out my arms, you guys. They look a little chunky chunk. Anyways, she did ask me though. She was like, okay, well, since you're getting it removed, does this mean you're gonna have a baby? And I was like, no. I did tell her my reasons and she completely understood. So she just told me to obviously be careful, use condoms. Okay, hold on guys. Let me get out of here safely. My arm does hurt a little bit right now, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, you guys, I'm so happy that I freaking did this. I finally did it. I've been wanting to do it for the longest time now. I just waited too long to do this, and I'm just glad that I finally made my appointment. I came, I got it done, and now I'm a free woman. I feel like a free woman. I feel like a different woman already. No, but for real, I will definitely update you guys and let you know if it was indeed my birth control or if it's just me, my crazy Gemini self. We'll see. And I think she told me I am able to remove my bandage tonight, or no, or tomorrow. I don't even remember. I was just so happy to get it removed. I'm just gonna leave it on today and then I'll remove it tomorrow, and then when I remove it tomorrow I'll get back on here and I will show you guys so you guys can see what it looks like, and we'll see if I bruise, which she actually told me that she doesn't think I am gonna bruise because she didn't have to do like too much tugging and it came out pretty good. So fingers crossed that she's right and that I don't bruise, because I hate when my arm bruises up really bad because it just looks ugly, you know. But yeah, we'll see what my arm looks like. So it is currently 3:21, so it really didn't take that long. I only waited about 5 minutes in the waiting room and my whole appointment was probably like 15 minutes. And yeah, it was super fast, super easy. And like I said, the only pain I really feel is when she's numbing my arm, which literally feels like someone's just like pinching you really quick like that, which obviously a pinch hurts a little bit, but you know, it's nothing crazy, okay? But I really wanted to record when she was like doing the cut, but at least she did let me record when she was pulling it out. So yay for that. Got some good content there for you. And I am so sorry if you are just like the type of person who does not like to see that type of stuff, but I know that there is people who like to see that stuff, and I am one of those people. Like, I like to watch stuff like that, but I don't like to watch while it's happening, if that makes sense. Like, if it's being done at the moment to me, I'm like, heck no. Like, I was recording and I wasn't looking at the camera, but I can definitely watch it later because obviously it's not being done at the moment to me. So yeah, I just thought it would be like a perfect little part to show you guys, because I know a lot of you might be curious to see how it is removed and what it looks like. And it's just so crazy that that tiny little thing in my arm prevents me from having babies. It's just so crazy to me. So crazy. I'll get back on tomorrow and update you guys, let you guys know how I'm feeling, how my arm looks, and all that good stuff. So hasta mañana, guys. Okay, so this is what it looks like 3 days later. As you guys can see, it's coming off, and she told me it will come off on its own. So yeah, so I'm surprised that I didn't bruise. And like I said earlier in the vlog, she did tell me that I was most likely not going to bruise just because it came out really quick and there wasn't a lot of tugging. So yeah. Okay, so now it is about 4 days later and it officially came off. And I am just like a little bit bruised, and there's the incision. It's super tiny, and like I said, just like a little bruised. Doesn't bother me at all unless I like touch it. It hurts a little bit, and I know that it's gonna take some time for me to feel like myself again. It's not just like once it's out you're like back to you know. And yeah, and if you are experiencing any crazy symptoms with your birth control, I recommend you looking into another one or just taking yours out, but also being cautious if you don't want to have more babies. But yeah, I'm just happy that I finally did what I should have done a long time ago. I am free until the next birth control that I decide to get. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Okay.